Hello, this is Adam with DreamMade Productions. This video is made possible by the very kind donations of viewers like you. Thank you. If you are in a position to help this channel improve quality and grow, please visit my Patreon page at www.patreon.com/DreamMadeProductions, linked below.
It is the 31st century, and mankind is once again at war. The battlefields of the future are dominated by huge robotic war machines known as battlemechs.
Once in a while, you get a comment like this. You start typing out your reply, then realize you're about 3 pages in. At which point you go, fuck it, time to make a video. Before I start blathering, let me just get this out of the way. I don't mean for this to sound like an infomercial. Sure, if the head-to-head campaign system really pops off, a little cash would be nice. But the main objective here is to resolve a problem I was having with an old game group. I mean to sell you on playing the thing more than giving me money. Think of this more as, hey, try my shit. If you like it, drop $1 on the bucket on your way out, kind of thing. If you don't like it, no harm, no foul. Keep in mind this is very much a work in progress. If you want to help out, feedback is always welcome. Hit me up on Discord, email, YouTube comments, whatever. I am looking for anything people are willing to give. Help with rules, art, fiction, corrections, lore, bits, encouragements, and insults are all welcome. That out of the way, let me see if I can talk you into trying my rule set. So, geez, at this point almost 15 years ago, I got back into BattleTech after my FASA days in the 90s. I had no idea Catalyst had revived the franchise until I was at a game store and a few guys were playing something I had not laid eyes on in years. After a while, I fell in with a group and started playing. It was a lot of fun. For a while. You see, I love BattleTech, but eventually you get tired of just throwing mechs down and shooting. Or at least I do. Especially with the group I was in. You had a few guys who would min-max to the extreme. I'm sure you know the type. That started a bullshit rules lawyer arms race that slowly sucked all the fun out of the game. We tried to do some kind of persistent campaign using C-bills. But that, in a way, made matters even worse. Suddenly playing lore accurate put you at such a disadvantage you might as well not play. The old FASA scenario and campaign books were kind of cool, but they always suffered from someone having to play the opposition force. Everyone in the group had main character syndrome, yours truly included. So what to do? Well, I started off with the idea of removing C-bills. It was just not a good balance. Using Battle Value version 2 is, well, better than C-bills, and the alternative is weight or something remarkably unfair, so yeah, BV2 it is until someone comes up with something better. As I stewed on ideas, Catalyst Game Labs published their Chaos Campaign Rules. It solved a lot of problems I was running into. The war chest system was great. The supply point system was also great. The mission track system was also a good idea, within their pre-made campaign books. I just wanted more. So I began to expand on this base and came up with my head-to-head system. The system is meant to be a foundation that you can play on your own and play with a generic campaign or pair up with the historical setting and refight and engagement. It's expandable so you can have a pair of people playing or groups. Simple enough that you don't have to break out calculus to keep score, but complex enough that it should give players plenty of viable options. So how does this work? Well, first you need factions. To start, it's basically building a force, typically 3 lances. Basically, we agree on battle value, and you are free to buy and how you want within the agreed on availability. Or choose a pre-made force from one of the upcoming campaign books. Whenever I get around to actually writing those. Once you have your force, you will need to pay attention to 2 critical numbers going forward: war points and supply points. War points represent the overall health of your unit. War points let you choose missions to take, as well as track your progress towards victory. Supply points, on the other hand, track your material resources. Supply points are what you use to buy units, make repairs, recruit and promote pilots, that kind of thing. You can convert war points into supply points, but you can never convert supply points into war points. Basically, you are burning some of your resource to gain material. A requisition order to your superiors in the military, buying equipment off the black market. However you want to justify it is fine. Oh, and I do encourage you to justify it. It adds to the story you and your friends will be crafting as you go along. Weaving together your choices into a story can be very rewarding. That was part of the system as well, giving you a framework so that units stop being just record sheets and start to become characters. Not for everyone, but well worth it for the narrative people like me. Anyway, once you have your unit built, you begin to play based on campaign rounds and turns. So, each side gets a turn during each campaign turn. The basic system works like this. Say you are playing one-on-one. You choose a force to attack with. You pay the cost for the mission out of your war points. You also choose a force to defend with. Your opponent does the same. This is how you have some of the asymmetrical matchups that happen when I was running some of the games. The Planet of David campaign was a test of the basic rules. This New Dallas campaign is meant to test rule changes that were born out of the Planet of David campaign and introduce Star League level tech to see how the system handles it. Anyway, once both sides choose their forces and missions, you reveal your choices and, well, start playing. Each mission you will have objectives that reward both the attacker and the defender in war points. Most of the missions are objective-based. Very few are just show up and shoot at each other. Once you complete the games, you go back to your campaign tracking sheet and record how many points you won. Turn over, repeat. Very simple. Things are also simple on the supply point side. At the beginning of the turn, you buy things. Units, crews, repairs, whatever. Then your repairs, deliveries, conversions, recruitment, whatever is completed at the end of the turn and ready for the next campaign turn. So, why do things this way? Well, partly to make buying and ordering repairs somewhat risky. You make the orders before the action goes down. It may go differently than you expected. The other reason is to somewhat simulate real life. Repairs take time. New recruits, no matter how well or poorly trained, need basic orientation. Wounds need time to heal, even with space medicine. And of course, procurement orders have to be processed and deliveries made. With what I know about the military and corporations, well, having deliveries made at the end of the turn is, if anything, generous. If I were to really try to simulate real life, procurement, better I stop here and let everyone inwardly groan at being reminded of how much real life sucks. Once the game starts, buying units is based on their battle value. Repairing units is based on their weight and technology level. It is all explained in the rules. Basically, the more advanced a unit is, for the most part, the more it will cost to purchase, its higher battle value and all, and the more it will cost to repair. Advanced equipment means needing special skills and tools after all. Some missions award what are called tags. These are rewards that generate small amounts of victory points passively, or can be used to reduce the cost of a similar mission. Tags are useful for things to have but never required. Also, when selecting missions, it is useful to know what equipment you have mounted. Recovering supplies becomes much more difficult if you don't have hand actuators, for example. Tracking all this will be the campaign record sheets. Right now, I use Excel, but I hope one day to have a sheet that makes tracking easier for people who don't enjoy sending spreadsheets off to war. Here is an example of how I track the info. Force, individual lance, or star if you're playing clans, pilots, skills, names if it ever comes up, equipment and storage, finally a breakdown of that turns victory points and supply points. If anyone has a better way of doing this or making it look nicer on a page, let me know. Well, that's the short version. If you are interested, the free rules are on Patreon for download. You don't even need an account. Just download it's a PDF or Word file. Also up for free is a quick breakdown of my command deck initiative system. It is the card flips you often see in my videos. If you are a Patreon supporter at the gamer level, you have access to the Dropbox, which has the full rules, at least as they were when I finished the Planet of David campaign, along with a wealth of other goodies I uploaded as I went through my many writing projects. There are some BattleTech, Dungeons & Dragons, all kinds of goodies I uploaded in mostly unfinished states. So many ideas, so little time to work on them. Consider signing up for the gamer level, not so much for the gaming documents. One of these days they will be all free anyway. A little deal I have with the universe. I'll talk more on that later. Anyway, TLDR is that the head-to-head campaign system is a campaign that you and your buddies can use to turn BattleTech from a stompy robot battle board game into a persistent military campaign simulator. It will test your decision-making, weighing risk to rewards and unknowns. Thank you again, Julian Sites 1350, for asking. I hope this got some people interested in downloading and reviewing my terrible work. Let me know below if I sold you on reading what I have so far and giving it a try with your gaming group. Any feedback is welcome. Just let me know below or email or whatever. And as always, I hope you enjoy the battle reps. that are to come.
Hello, this is Adam with Dream Made Productions. Thank you for watching my content. It really means a lot that you have given me the chance to entertain you. If you would like to support the channel, please visit my Patreon at patreon.com/DreamMadeProductions, linked below. Also below is a link for PayPal, or links if you would like to send crypto, if that's more your thing. Please know any amount that you give will be cherished and used to upgrade equipment and improve the channel. You can also help the channel by subscribing, turning on notifications, liking, commenting, and sharing my channel with anyone you think might be interested. Thank you again for watching, and I hope you enjoy the battle reps that are to come.